Okay, come. So let's go to start on the first topic, first question. Okay, first of all, let's talk about what is prism first. So prism is a uniform cross-sectional area. Ayah, thanks for the rose. Okay, what is called uniform cross-sectional? Look at this solid over here. If you have a shape, okay, which is like top and bottom is the same, it is a uniform cross-sectional area, and therefore it is a prism. So once you identify that it's a prism, to find the volume, the formula is base area multiplied by the height. And the base area is the cross-sectional area that we are referring to. So in this question, just now I mentioned that the triangle is the cross-sectional area. So this base area, we will have to look at, oh, okay, so this is a triangle. So we apply triangle formula. So area of a triangle is half times base times height. In this case, 90 degrees is here, so it's 3 times 4. So it's half times 3 times 4. This will be the base area, which is the triangle, multiplied by the height of the prism. So height of the prism is top and bottom. You can see that this is the height of the prism. So you don't get yourself confused with height of the triangle, height of the prism. So height of the prism is 20. 12 times half is 6. So in the end, you have 6 multiplied by 20. We get 120 cm cubed. Next, total surface area. Okay, a lot of students maybe can get the volume, but they always are very confused with the total surface area. So total surface area, please write down the formula for total surface area of prism. Please write down the formula. TSA is equals to perimeter of base multiplied by height plus 2 base area. So this is the formula to find total surface area of a prism. Okay, so now I want you all to know what is total surface area. Okay, I always tell my students, you have to visualize that, okay, this solid is right in front of you. Total surface area is paint. It's like, imagine you are going to paint this solid. Okay, what is the total surface area that you're going to paint? Okay, so of course you can do it manually, but to me manually is very risky. Okay, this is easy, whereby you only have this 4 multiplied by 20, I got this 5 multiplied by 20, I got the 3 multiplied by 20. You can do it manually this way, then add the 2 base area, but it's going to take a very long time. And what if you have a very confusing prism? Then you're going to waste time doing that, because you might miss out one side. So the best is, since I'm going to do 5 times 20, 4 times 20, 3 times 20, why don't I just do this part whereby I find the perimeter of the base? Just now we already agreed that the cross-sectional area is this one, right? So you do 4 plus 3 plus 5. So perimeter of base is 4 plus 3 plus 5. And of course, this condition is provided that all the faces are included. If there are faces whereby they tell you that, oh, maybe it is bottomless, that means my bottom got no, is hollow, then of course you will not include the 3, right? If they tell you that the bottom has no surface, whereby you don't have to go and paint it. But in this case, it is a solid prism. Never mentioned means it's a solid. So perimeter of base, then I multiply by the height of the prism, which is 20. Okay, then I plus my 2 base area. Remember just now our base area is a triangle, so it's actually 2 of the 6. So plus 2 of the 6. So I have 240 plus 12, and then we get 252 cm squared. Okay, so please remember this formula. The 2 base area is the 2 cross-sectional area. It's like, then this one within the bracket is the lateral faces, the wall, so called the sides. And then plus the 2 base area, and that will cover all the faces. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. So question number 2, similar, it's just that the triangle a little bit different orientation, but it's the same concept. Firstly, this question already tell you it's a prism. Okay, then they give you all the dimension, and they tell you that this triangle is isosceles. So that means these two sides are the same. So 5, I'm going to just update with a 5. Again, volume of prism, we know that it is base area times height. So volume equals to base area multiplied by the height. And again, base area, go and find out what's a cross-sectional area. This is our cross-sectional area, because you can visualize this is a cake. Imagine you want to cut it. Okay, you will cut the shape of a triangle because that's a uniform shape. Okay, good. If it helps you, good. Okay, then again, base area. Then you look at you analyze base area. Oh, it's a triangle. Then I have to apply area of triangle. So in this case, it's half times base times height. Okay, so half times base times height. Can someone tell me what is the base? What is the height of this triangle? What should I fill inside the bracket? What is the two number that I should fill it in? Okay, 6. Because that's the base. What is the perpendicular height? Good. Take note, it's perpendicular height. So there's a 90 degree here, right? So perpendicular height is 4. Yes, good. So common mistake, student can still tell me half times 6 times 5. No such thing. Okay. Or they go and do 5 times 5, half times 5 times 5. You must know that triangle is you must take the base and the corresponding perpendicular height. So this is my base area. Okay, so now the height. This height is the height of the prism. Can someone tell me what is the height of the prism? Okay, it is the height between the two cross-sectional area, the top and the bottom. So what is the height of the prism? Good. So you see, many students also get confused because this diagram it wasn't drawn like upright. Then they will think that, hey, the height they go and take either 4 or what. But you must understand that height of the prism is the height between the two cross-sectional areas. So in this case, it's a 10. 180, you press calculator also get wrong. So this one, half times 24, this is 12. So 12 multiplied by 10, we get 120 cm cube. Okay, now next, total surface area of the prism. So just now I already teach you the formula to find the total surface area. Now you tell me, what should I do? Okay, just to let you know, for me now I write TSA, right? But in actual exam, don't write shortcut. You go and spell out total surface area. Because I did hear students telling me that their teacher penalized them when they write TSA. But so during actual national exam, go and write out the whole word total surface area. Come, tell me, what should I write? What should I do here? What's the formula? So just now I've mentioned you should have parameter of base. So in this case, we already know that parameter of my base is here. So the parameter is 5 plus 5 plus 6. This is isosceles, so this side is also 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 6, that's the parameter of my base. And then I have to multiply by the height of the prism. This one will settle all the lateral face. You already forget the formula. I just go through the formula just now. Please write it down on your notebook. Parameter of base multiplied by height plus 2 base area. And then plus 2 base area. So our base area is over here, which is the 12, correct? So it's 2 times 12. So I have 160 plus 24, I get 184. So just now someone said 174. I don't know whether is it you make careless mistake or what. So the total surface area is 184 cm square. Okay, next. See here, the cost of painting the prism, if the cost of paint is 20 cents per cm square. So now, okay, yes, I want to paint the prism, and then of course I have to buy paint, right? So now they're telling you that, okay, the paint per cm square, it actually will cost you 20 cents. So they ask you to find the cost of painting the prism. So we already found out that, okay, this is the surface area that I need to paint. So all I need to do, because this is cm square, this is per cm square. So I just need to take the 20 cents multiply by 184 and I get $36.80. That means it will cost us $36.80 for painting that prism. Okay, moving on. Okay, question number 3, come. Increase a little bit difficulty. Just now simple, the cross-sectional area is just a triangle. So over here, they already tell you it's a prism. Okay, next is, the first thing you need to do is find out what is the cross-sectional area. Okay, so you got to find the shape that it repeats from the front and the back in this case. So cross-sectional area is this funny shape here. So when it's a funny shape, what I mean by funny shape means that it is not a triangle, not a circle, not a rectangle, not a square. It is a funny shape. So in this situation, we will have to cut it, okay, into basic shape. So this funny shape here, I can cut in this direction, put dotted. So this funny shape, it consists of a triangle as well as a rectangle. So over here, we know that the cross-sectional area, because top and bottom is the same. So here, tell me how to find this. This is a triangle, this is a rectangle. So let's find the base area first. Okay, so we know that it's a triangle and a rectangle. So can you tell me the triangle half multiplied by what, multiplied by what, plus what, multiplied by what? This part is the triangle, this part is the rectangle. So for the triangle, what is the base of the triangle and what is the height of the triangle? What is the base and the height of the triangle? We are talking about this cross-sectional area. So this funny shape, I have cut it into a triangle as well as a rectangle. So this is a right angle. What is the base of the triangle? What is the height of the triangle? Triangle is here leh. So yeah, triangle is this one leh. 你的 7 在这里哪里对？ Okay, firstly, you cannot assume that I'm guessing that you're going to take 8 divided by 2. So if you're going to take 8 divided by 2, is not correct, because see, this is 8. Then I have to look over here. You see there's a 3 here. So this small part is 3. So 8 minus 3. So this side should be 5. 8 minus 3. So this one is 5. Here this is 7. 7 minus 3. So this is a 4. So the triangle is half times 4 and 5. So half times 4 times 5. Okay, how about the rectangle over here? What is the length and breadth of the rectangle? 7 and 3. Yes, 7 and 3. So 7 and 3. So I get 10, I get 21. So therefore my base area is 31 cm squared. They ask to find the area of cross-sectional area. Yes, cross-sectional area is the same as base area. So this is the first part. They also ask you to show that it's 31. So if they ask you to show, then you got to write shown. Next, find the volume of the prism. Easy already, because once we have the base area, volume of prism is simply base area multiplied by the height. So my base area, we already found it, which is 31. So now the next question is, what is the height of the prism? Yes, the height of the prism is 12. 12. So of course, key calculator, we get 372 cm cubed. Correct. Okay, so we are done with this question. Now let's go to question number 4. So this is again a prism. Okay, they say it's in the shape of a prism, so it actually already confirmed to you that it's a prism. So next is you got to find out what is the uniform cross-sectional area. So in this case, they are so kind, they already shaped for you the uniform cross-sectional area. So can someone tell me what is the shape of this? What shape is this shaded part? Because I want to find cross-sectional area so I want to find base area. They asked me to find volume, so I'm going to find base area first. So what formula should I use for the shaded area? half a hexagon? Wow, not wrong, but it's supposed to be a trapezium, not a parallelogram. Parallelogram has two pairs of parallel lines. This one only have one pair of parallel lines. So it is a trapezium. Okay, so this is a trapezium. So area of a trapezium is half multiplied by A plus B multiplied by the height. So what is A plus B? The trapezium unique property of it is it has a set of parallel lines. So the A plus B is you got to add the parallel sides. So half multiplied by this side and this side is the same. So it's 20 plus 12. The two parallel sides add together. That is my so-called my base. Then the height is the perpendicular height between the two parallel lines. So it is 6. So my cross-sectional area is half multiplied by 32 multiplied by 6, and that gives us 96. But be careful, this is only the base area. I still need to find my volume, which is base area multiplied by the height. My base area, I already found it, which is 96. Height of the prism, by now I hope you already know how to see height of the prism, which is 30. So 96 multiplied by 30, and that will give us 2880. Volume cm cube. Okay, this one a little bit tricky. They say find the total surface area of the container that is in contact with the ice cream. This one is an open, see here, this is an open ice cream container in the shape of a prism. So ice cream is filled to the brim. So they're asking you to find the total surface area that is in contact with the ice cream. So just now remember, our formula is parameter of base. But this time round, I cannot use the complete parameter of the base, because I don't have the top. It's an open top, and my open top ice cream is in contact with the air. It is not in contact with the container. So I have to exclude the area of the top. So in this case, when I do my parameter of the base, you need to be very careful. Okay, so parameter of base is 8 plus 12 plus 8, but you do not add the 20. Don't add the 20 because I don't have any surface area here. It is not, my top is not in contact with the ice cream. Understand? So this will be the so-called the parameter of the base, but it's not complete. It's only these three sides. So then after that, multiply by the height of the prism and plus 2 base area, which we already found it at the top here, 96. So this part will be 840. This part will be 192, and then you get 1032 cm squared. Done. So I'm going to just write at the side here, star, star, star. So the 20 is not included because the container is open. Top surface not in contact with ice cream. So that is why I don't want you to memorize the formula blindly. Some students memorize the formula, then and just throw in the number. You need to know what you are doing for total surface area. So in this case, I excluded the 20 because this one is hollow, open. Okay? Understand? Okay, let's move on. Help me to like and share, 2.7k like only. I hope to target to reach 10k, you know. Okay, help me to like and share, like and share. Is it that the TikTok keep having glitch? Okay, now they tell us that the ice cream needs to be transferred into a cube. Okay, it's like, oh, okay, the ice cream is off inside here, right? Ice cream means the volume of the ice cream, is transferred into a cube. A cube has the same length. So your ice cream is like poured into a cube. So they want you to find out what is the dimension of the cube. That means what is the L by L by L. So the volume remains the same, which is a 2880. So all I need to do is just do cube root 2880. I get 14.227. So round it off to 3SF, I get 14.2 cm. Okay, and take note, when they ask for dimension, you will have to say, therefore, dimension is 14.2 cm by 14.2 cm by 14.2 cm. You got to state what is the length, breadth, and height when they ask for dimension. Understand? We left with the last two questions. Easy. Inequality. So all good with this question. I move on. Any question to clarify now? Joya, Prism not easy meh? Okay ma. Okay, now let's take a look at question 5. Inequality. Okay, inequality is the most simple. I can say it's quite easy lah. Okay, firstly is they give you the number line they already draw for you. So they say write down the inequality that is represented by the number line above. Firstly, you can see that it is x. So we know that it's x. When they're talking about this direction to the right hand side means x is more than, and you can see this corner here is unshaded. Unshaded means that minus 5 is not included. So you don't have to put the equal. Then negative 5. That's all. Okay, this part very straightforward. X is more than negative 5 and unshaded means no equal sign. Okay, now this part, let's see who got this wrong. Part B. So based on your this range, x is more than negative 5. Can you tell me what is the smallest prime number that satisfies this inequality? What is the smallest prime number x in this case, in this range? Minus 1 is a prime number. When you do the prime factorization, do you divide by negative 1 at the side or not? When you do prime factorization, do you divide by negative 1 or not? When you're like, in the sec 1 topic, when you do the ladder thing, as in like, for example, they say, oh, do 54. So I want to do prime factorization. So I divide by 2, 27, divide by 3, 9, divide by 3, 3, divide by 3, 1, correct? So all the numbers here are supposed to be prime number. This side got minus 1 meh? What is the smallest prime number? What is the smallest prime number? I already hint you here already. What is the smallest prime number? Prime number is only positive. It's only positive integer. And the smallest prime number, okay, prime number, what are the so-called the property of a prime number? Prime number has two factors, one at itself. So students commonly say that 1 is a prime number. Actually 1 does not fulfill two factors. 1 only has one factor, which is 1. So it doesn't fulfill that it has two factors. So 1 is not a prime number. So please remember that the smallest prime number is 2. Smallest prime number is 2. 1 is never a prime number. Common mistake is student always put 1 as the prime number, but no, it's supposed to be 2. Then you may ask, the arrow never reach the 2 leh. The arrow never reach the 2, can meh? 2 included meh? They just never finish the arrow lah. You see, when they say x is more than negative 5, it means that it's all included, all the numbers on the right hand side, right? So this arrow should go all the way. Even if you tell me today 1 million, 1 million is also part of the solution, because it actually go all the way infinity. So 2 is here, it is included. So therefore, smallest prime number is 2. Done. Okay. Now we left the last question. The arrow never finished. By right they should draw to the end, but the question itself don't have. By right we should draw until the here lah. Maybe they purposely don't want to finish drawing it, so the student thought that 2 is not included. Okay, now we are supposed to solve inequality. So solving inequality actually is similar to solving equation. It's just that solving equation, let's say for example at the side, if I today solve equation 5w equals to 20, we know that 5w is like 5 unit is 20. So 1w will be just 20 divided by 5, and my w value is just a 4. For an equation, your answer is just one value for equation. For inequality, your answer is a range. So over here, 5w less than or equals to 20. You do the same thing. The only thing you got to be careful is when you divide by negative, you got to flip the mouth. But in this case, I'm going to divide by 5, which is a positive number, so I don't have to flip the mouth. So w, 20 divided by 5, so I have my w is less than or equals to 4. That's all. Okay, and then you see, it's a range. This is a range. Means if I ask you, is 3 part of my solution? Yes, because 3 is less than 4. If I ask you, is 4 part of the solution? Yes, because 4 is included. If I ask you, is 0 part of the solution? Yes, because 0 is less than 4. But over here, equation is, w is a 4. So if I ask you 3 a solution, of course not lah, because only got one solution for equation. So that's the difference between inequality and equation. Okay, come, this one. Looks easy, but tell you many students will get this wrong. Okay, minus 2x more than negative 12. Solve it just like equation. So I know, I need to do minus 12 divided by negative 2. But remember just now I said, when you divide by negative, you got to flip the mouth. So currently it is more than, I have to flip it to become less than. So my x now is less than 6. Okay, so students will get this question wrong because they never flip the mouth. Remember, for inequality, when you divide by negative number, please flip the mouth. And we're done. Okay, this one, I'm just going to box it up because this is not related. Okay, let's move on to question number 7. So now the inequality increased a little bit of difficulty, but still manageable. Solve the inequality. So I'm going to write out the question. 16 minus 3x less than 5, less than equals to 5. So it's just like solving equation. So we're going to move the number to the right hand side. So minus 3x less than equals to 5 minus 16. Positive 16 bring to the other side, become negative 16. 5 minus 16, so minus 3x less than or equals to negative 11. So now I'm going to divide by negative 3. So x is equals to, flip the mouth, minus 11 divided by negative 3. X is more than 11 over 3. For inequality, you have to put mixed number, okay? Mixed number. So we have to change this to mixed number and it becomes 3 2/3. Okay, now is we got to draw the number line. So draw the number line, horizontal line, 2 arrow at the end, and then because this is X, so put an X here. Put this in the middle, 3, 2, 3. Okay, I got students put 3, 2, 3, then they put here 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, the numbers that you put on the left hand side and right hand side are always integers. Okay, numbers you put on the left and right is always integer. So the next integer that is smaller than this is 3. Then after that will be 2. Okay, after this will be 4, and then after that it will be 5. Okay, it's not necessary for you to have it to scale. We only want to see the number. So more than with a equal means that I'm going to circle this with a shaded. More than means that we're going to draw the arrow all the way to the end. And we are done. So that is the number line that represent the inequality for question 7. Okay. Next, hence state the minimum integer value of x. Okay, look at the range. What is the next integer? Means a whole number. So this 3, 2, 3 is not included. So what is the next minimum integer value of x? Okay, so for the minimum integer value, you can see from here the smallest integer value is 4. So we will say that the minimum integer x equals to 4, and we are done. Okay, so that is for question number 7. Okay, let's move on to the last question. So this is a problem sum relating to inequality. You need to form your own inequality. Okay, so a bus can ferry a maximum of 30 students per trip. So a school needs to ferry 285 students to the adventure campsite. So by letting x be the number of bus, they ask you to form an inequality in x. So we will say, okay, because one bus can take 30 students and we need to ferry 285 students to the camp. So we will say that our 30x, that means 30 multiplied by each the bus, number of bus, it should be less than or equals to 285 students. Because you are supposed to calculate how many bus you're going to so-called hire to fetch, to ferry your 285 students. So that's why we're going to do 30 per bus multiplied by the number of bus. It should be less than or equals to 285 students. So that is the inequality. They only ask us to form the inequality. Don't need to solve it here. So actually this one is the answer. Then part B, they say, okay, now ask you to solve. So 30x less than 285. So we got to divide by 30, and since it's divided by positive number, I don't have to flip the mouth. So x is less than 285 divided by 30, and we have x. Sorry, this one is not less than. It should be more than. Okay, sorry. So why is it that it's more than? Is because 30 per bus multiplied by the number of bus, you can fetch more than 285. Because you cannot go less, because they already said they need to ferry 285. So we have 9.5. So by looking at here, we say that, okay, the x, which is the number of bus, has to be more than or equals to 9.5. Okay, but there's no such thing as 9.5 buses. Okay, there's no such thing as 9.5 buses. So what is the minimum number of bus that is required? Okay, tell me what is the number of bus that is required. Okay, go and think, oh, I go and tell the person, hey, I want to hire 9.5 bus. There's no 9.5 bus. So minimum number of bus you require will be, you got to go to the next bus. You can have you can hire the bus whereby you still have space or capacity to take more students, but you cannot have like not enough space to fetch 285 students. So in this case, we got to round up to the next highest, the next integer. Therefore, the minimum number of bars is equals to 10. We need to hire 10 buses to fetch our 285 students. So we finish